Hello drivers, the driver community never stops working on the driver games, and today I'm very pleased to present you a new tool made by Firebaut, a level viewer of DRIV3R cities. As this tool allows us to discover the cities from another angle, I thought we could use it as an opportunity to review some of the previous landmarks from the Sequent Landmark series of videos. Let's start this nostalgia trip right now. Our first stop is therefore the unused Metromover line in Miami. This landmark is indeed located on two different chunks, which are parts of the city, and the tool is also working by loading chunks to avoid displaying the whole level at once. It is understandable as the cities in DRIV3R are huge and detailed, so the viewer performances will be impacted, even if Firebaut already made a lot of optimizations work on the current version. This version is still in early development, so it can crash, but it has already a lot of potential. So about the tram line itself, we can see it going into the building like it is one of Metromover terminal station. It is indeed the night center station, easily recognizable if you check it in Google Image, but in real life it goes through the building and doesn't stop like in DRIV3R. In DRIV3R, the line is very short and connects two buildings, but there is no tram moving there in the game. Next up is the Japanese garden. The level viewer really helps to notice how isolated it is from the city main action, making it a reward for exploration, which is a great experience in DRIV3R in my opinion. Time to talk about the present landmark. I was misguided by some fan theories on driver dimension and the textures from the building, which made it look like a bit like it has barbed wire, but in reality that's clearly not a prison. Still a Sequent landmark though. The first Sequent landmarks in Nice in chronological order is the Unused train line and station. It is very clear that Nice in DRIV3R would feature a moving train, especially when the train line is clearly indicated on the map, but it never appears in the end. With the level viewer, we can take a better look at the train station and how they hide it from the player's view, so even if a train model was planned, the train station itself would have remained hidden. While we are in Nice, we can watch the Secret Mountains location we have discussed about not so long ago, as well as the airborne district. We can notice once more how huge this part of the map is, although not accessible during the game and almost not visible as well, at least under normal gameplay conditions. The equivalent landmark size in Miami will certainly be the Miami Secret Street, located in Little Havana. Located where Miami Airport should be, it was always considered as decorational only, but it features parked cars, although you can't never see them in-game. Another big place is the hidden district right next to the financial district spawn point, which doesn't have collisions unlike the Secret Street, and whose purpose was certainly to fill the few gaps you can see if you are walking on the Metromover line, which is very specific. Thanks to the tool, we can see it as a whole and appreciate its scale. At the moment, I can't show you any Istanbul landmarks because for some reason the tool is crashing when I try to load the city, but remember that the tool is an early version and maybe the next versions would allow to do more than just viewing the levels. For those who don't know, Firebaut is also behind Antilli, Zartex and a few more mods of DRIV3R, so the tool progress has potential. Just looking at the chunks loaded by the tool is also incredible, as the cities are so much detailed without the clipping we are used to in game. Nice, for example, offers some amazing landscape if you are looking at the right angle. Of course, by now you must have noticed that the water is not rendering in the level viewer, and it shows how much hidden sea grounds there is in each city. I'm not sure why they did this exactly, but it could be to hide the underground texture, although they could have also made the water texture less transparent to achieve the same thing. And that's all for today. If you want to use the tool, join the driver Discord and find the files in one of the driver modding channel pinned messages. Thanks to my Red Weavers, DriverDimension.com, French Contact, Neurosynths, Tank on YouTube, Paul Lanois, Emmett McLaughlin, Denis Frontier, Mut, and Gore, who recently rejoined the driver club as an undercover officer. If you want to join the driver club, feel free to click on the join button to learn more, and in any case, see you soon, drivers.